Greetings and welcome, my dear ones. Yes, it is I, Christ, as I come to bring the message of remembrance once again to each of you. Today, as we speak about the energy of remembrance, we ask you to begin to take a deep breath and begin to breathe in the energy of oneness and the energy of unity, as if you're simply breathing in the energy of into your pineal gland. So I would ask you simply, dear sons and daughters of the light, to begin to take a deep breath and simply begin to breathe in the energy of remembrance, breathing into your pineal gland, beginning to activate the oneness to all that is. And so, dear ones, as I stand with you and Mary Magdalene stands beside you, we each begin to activate your pineal gland at this time so that you can begin to remember. Remember union, to remember union, to remember the sacred union within yourselves, to remember the sacred union with all of life. And so, dear ones, as we ask you to take this deep inhaling breath and simply begin to breathe in the energy of the white light of God, begin to access the remembrance from the recesses of your mind, and simply begin to relax, letting go and letting God. Relax, letting go and letting God. Relax, letting go and letting God. At the time of your inception as a beautiful spirit, when you made the choice to enter into the continent of Lemuria, each of you came forward with your own awareness and your own knowingness into that ancient continent, into that ancient land, in your purity and in your innocence. And as you lived and you thrived upon that continent with the remembrance of oneness, your beautiful spirit, as they say, was in heaven, heaven on earth, as you lived with the connection and the remembrance to all that is. So I ask at this time, as you begin to trigger your memory, and as you begin to reactivate the pineal gland and begin to assist your energetic field to begin to return to oneness, to return to this state of grace, to return to this state of peace and balance in which you were created, in which you have once thrived. We ask you to bring this into your consciousness and once again begin to feel the love. Begin to feel the love, begin to feel the love, begin to feel the love. Letting go and letting God, letting go and letting God, letting go and letting God. Return your energy to this pure state of innocence, of letting go and letting God. So now as you feel this frequency begin to emerge within you, of a sense of peace and tranquility upon your soul, may your heart begin to awaken to the memories and to the remembrance of all that you are. During your lifetime in Lemuria, those days were filled with abundance and joy, peace and tranquility. And those were some of the happiest memories that are held within your own cellular memory, within your Akashic records. And we ask you to begin to access this frequency so that you can live your life here on this earth plane in this current civilization with the same joy, with the same freedom, with the love within your heart, and be at peace. And so we ask you at this time once again to breathe into this frequency of remembrance into your pineal gland so that you can begin to access the memories, the feelings, the sensations, and the unity that is yours to be recaptured. For each of you are standing at a threshold, for this is a tipping point in your current civilization. It is why there is such a rise in what you call anger and negativity and discordant behavior. And so this tipping point is now allowing each who so choose to return back to the original state of peace, unity, love, and oneness in which all were created. And so you see, dearest one, that it's like a plateau as you now begin to return to that sacred balance and to return back to the sacred light of all that is. So I ask you to continue to breathe into your pineal gland. Relax, letting go and letting God. Relax, letting go and letting God. Relax, letting go and letting God. And so today, as you feel this energy upsurging within you, may you begin to once again feel this energy of the ascension flame now beginning to rise within you. As you begin to call forth your own ascension and returning back to your original state of being as a beautiful child of God, as a magnificent being of grand proportion. So simply begin to breathe. Breathe in the light. Breathe in the energy of the ascension flame. For at the time when Lemuria began to falter, many of you began to feel this energy within you, and you begin to feel this sense of urgency that it was time to leave. That it was time to leave your beloved Lemuria. And so the beautiful, beautiful, powerful energy of the spirit of Labrador stepped forward to assist many of you to migrate to what is known now as Talos, to Mount Shasta, California, under the beautiful mountain of Mount Shasta. And so as Labrador brought forth as many souls as he could bring forward, all of you here upon this call today were a part of that migration. All of you were a part of the group of souls who had survived the fall. And so today, as you remember within your own force field of energy, the strength and the devotion that you brought to Talos, to the underground city that was to be built under the mountain, the new Lemuria, the new civilization. You all were a part of that migration. And so today, as you call in this energy of your remembrance, that you are strong and powerful spirits who have thrived and you have survived during the highs and the lows of the Lemurian civilization. And now in this current civilization at this time, you see you're at a pinnacle. You're at a crossroads. Your civilization is at a crossroads. And each of you now are standing in your energy and your power and your frequency. And you're holding the same strength and commitment and love for this planet and all of life forms to return back to peace, unity, oneness, and love. Regardless of what you understand and regardless of what you are doing within your current physical lives, in your personal incarnations, your spirit essence, your spirit form is holding the energy of the ascension flame for the ascension of this planet, for your own ascension, and for all life forms. And now I'm going to go ahead and read from the Sacred Flames book, the Discourse from Adama with Serapis Bey about the Ascension Flame. Peace and love from the heart of Lemuria. This is Adama with the Chohan of the fourth ray, our beloved Serapis Bey. I bring you the blessings of my light and the victory that lies within. We are bidding you and our most heartfelt welcome. Today we wish to talk about the Ascension Flame, a most wondrous action of the sacred fire that can facilitate your pathway to your goal of ascension. When you possess a more specific understanding of how to consciously use this glorious flame of purification, you can accelerate the cleansing process of all your chakras, the activation of your DNA, and prepare the cells of your various bodies for physical ascension. This is magnificent, my friends, to say the least. Lord Serapis Bey came today with his team of masters who have specialized in that service. They are known as the Ascension Brotherhood of Luxor. These masters extend to you now the elixir of their heart, love, through the purifying fires of the Ascension Flame. Breathe this in, my beloveds. This is a gift to you. These dedicated beings have worked closely with our brother Serapis Bey for several centuries, planning the evolution of the human race for the time that has finally come. Their service to life consists in the engagement of their energies in preparing for the lifting of our planet and the consciousness of humanity for planetary ascension in the years to come. The Ascension Flame, the Ascension Temple Elixir, sustains the pulsation of the Ascension Flame in the atmosphere of Earth, as does our Ascension Temple in Talos. Visualize two temples united in consciousness and energy, blessing and loving daily and hourly everything on earth for the benefit of ascending humanity. With each successive spring season, the sacred flame is freely and widely utilized by the beings of the nature kingdom to assist the renewal and resurrection of the heavenly and beauty of nature. Each soul on earth, desiring to complete their cycle of incarnation by the process of ascension, is placed under the tutelage of the Ascension Brotherhood and the Office of the Christ. A couple hundred years ago, a great portion of the activities and records that this great pyramid held for so long in Luxor was either transformed or duplicated. The relocation of records were implemented then because the spiritual hierarchy of the planet could foresee future potential problems in that area of the globe. The records and energies of that sacred focus could not be compromised in the event of regional or global cataclysms that were on the horizon then. So now Talos has become the main focus of ascension for this planet, in total union and cooperation with the great masters of Luxor. We all work together in perfect harmony for the benefit of the collective. This is one of the fifth dimensional protocols. The decision was made that the records of this important planetary focus would be safely underground and best guarded in its original purity and its sacredness, nurtured and honored by a large number of ascended beings such as those of us in Talos. Although it may seem that there are now two main ascension focuses on the planet, I say that for us it is only one. In the dimension where we function, time and space, as most of you understand it, do not exist and all is one. After the sinking of Atlantis and Lemuria, the surface population had continued to war against each other until this day. Keep the hope and your courage, my beloveds. Know that it will not be tolerated much longer, and this consciousness will soon come to an end and to be healed. In Talos, soon after the destruction of both continents, we have volunteered for the task of keeping the flame of ascension on behalf of mankind as our service to this planet, in order to ensure its continuity. From the love of our hearts, we extend to you this day your opportunity to embrace and expand this wonderful flame within your hearts for your own ascension. We say that the heart ascends first, and then the rest follows. And so, yes, dear ones, it is I, Adama. I come here with the Christ, holding the threefold flame of the ascension flame within your heart, once again reactivating your pineal gland so that you may remember. Remember, remember, remember. Remember your unity and oneness with all of life. That what you have brought forth during your time and your physical existence in Lemuria and your time here in Talos is as valuable to all of life as it was then, as it is now. This may be somewhat difficult for each of you to understand, but there is a certain aspect of your spirit that still lives in Talos. You're physically existing there in our underground city with us. And so know at this time that we call to each of you, and we bow to each of you for having the courage to what we call transcend your remembrance and return into your earthly incarnation on the surface population and bring the energies of our energies to the surface of this planet. All of you are located in different regions on this planet, and each of you are holding the ascension flame, and each of you are carrying the torch for liberty, justice to be received by all. Just as the beautiful energy of the Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty, holds this freedom energy for your planet, each of you are holding the torch of the ascension flame, so this planet can return back to its original state of beauty, oneness, love, and peace. Do not give up hope, as they say, for hope prevails. And know at this time that regardless of what seems to be, all is in order and all is as it should be. We here in Talos, as we continue to hold the ascension flame, see hope for your planet. And as the dear Christ has spoken, Your current civilization is at a tipping point. And as each of you are receiving this information, you are continuing to be flooded with more and more of the ascension flame that is filling your hearts and your remembrance to this beautiful energy of freedom. Regardless of your earthly concerns, regardless of the earthly dilemmas, problems, strifes, and struggles, you each are free to transcend these lower frequencies of your human consciousness and entered into this state of peace and grace and tranquility. And so, dear ones, know that you have mastered so much, and that as you continue to be with us in Telos, an aspect of yourself, as you have transcended into your humanness, into your higher conscious state of being, allow yourself to receive at this time the beautiful diamond heart that we give to each of you, as we here in Telos infuse this diamond heart over your microscopic field. This ensures you that you will hold the energy of your remembrance of who you truly are, and as an old Lemurian and a beautiful spirit as it entered in to a beautiful state of grace. At this time, know that all is falling into place. All is in order and all is as it should be. There is nothing for you to be frightened of. There is nothing for you to be concerned with. Simply hold the ascension flame and your consciousness in your purity. And you are doing the work that you have come to do. You are holding the energy to uplift this planet and all souls. And so do not struggle, do not worry, do not focus on the difficulties, but simply hold the ascension flame as if it is like a torch, like the beautiful Statue of Liberty, continuing to hold this energy with strength that you all hold. Perhaps this is a new way of thinking, dearest children. There is no struggle, there is no strife. It is simply about merging into this state of wonderment and beauty and tranquility, calmness and peace. This is how we live in Telos. You're simply asking you to remember on a conscious level in your humanness as you remember that you are one with us, and that coming home to Telos is coming home to yourself. And at any time, you're able to enter in through the chambers, through your own consciousness, and as you allow your heart to open and your mind to be healed, may you begin to feel this remembrance of what it is like to return home again. Feeling it, embodying it, and embracing it. Coming home again. Feeling it, embodying it, and embracing it, and coming home again. Truly may the love of God surround you, the power of God protects you, the presence of God watches over you wherever you are. God is, and indeed all is well. May you feel the presence of our energy, of all of your Lemurian brothers and sisters, and yes, I, Adama. We stand with you, we stand beside you, and we ask that you hold this remembrance within your heart And so, dearest children, as you call in this remembrance that you are one with all of life, and as you call in this frequency of the ascension flame, burning within the embers of your mind, in your heart, within your consciousness, and in your pineal gland, you are simply set free. Let go and let God, let go and let God, let go and let God. You are set free. Let go and let God. And so today, as you stand with us, we are proud to say and call you our brave Lemurian brothers and sisters who have chosen to transcend your humanness and allow yourself to merge into your oneness. And so, dear ones, as you would step forward in the power when you left the beautiful continent of Lemuria and came into the underground city of Talos, you knew that this was of great consequence for the survival of our civilization. And today, as you are in your current civilization, in your current incarnation, you continue to hold this frequency for all life forms. And this we are grateful unto you. Know, dear ones, that you are not separate from us. You are no different than us, for you are us. We are all one. And that you, once again, are welcomed to return into your remembrance. And we will open the doors for you to have the conscious remembrance of your life in Talos with us in your human consciousness. Feeling the balance, feeling the unity, feeling the peace, feeling the joy. And so we ask you at this time, dearest children, to step forward and once again place the ascension flame into your heart, knowing that you are ascending and assisting the planet to ascend with the vibration of one thought, that all is as it should be. All is in order. All is in order. All is in order. And so, dearest ones, feel the power, feel the strength, feel the glory. And once again, feel this freedom of your ascension flame. Your own individualized, personalized ascension flame. The torch that is carrying you through and beyond this incarnation and through eternity. I will step aside now and allow the Christ to finish the message of the day. I thank you, my beloved Lemurian brothers and sisters. It is I, Adama. I send you my grace. And so it is. And we thank you, Adama. We are forever grateful. And so, dear sons and daughters, it is I, Christ. I ask each of you to once again to hold the energy of the ascension flame within your heart, within your mind, within your consciousness, as you step forward into your own ascension upon this day, knowing that within each hour, with each moment, that you are serving the living God and serving all life forms with your dedication and your commitment, as you have done so many times before, continuing to serve, continuing to be served. And so we stand with you upon this day in this beautiful energy of remembrance. Go forth in peace, go forth in glory, go forth with the understanding once again that all is in order and all is as it should be. My Mary and I stand with you. We stand bringing the energy of sacred union. I remember union once again into your souls, into your consciousness, into the essence of your being. Step forward, dearest children, with peace and love within your heart. And we thank you for your commitment, your dedication, and your love. And until we speak again, feel and embrace your magnificence. Go in peace. And we thank you, Christ. And we thank you, Adama. We thank you, beloved Mary Magdalene. We thank our beloved heavenly host, the great Supreme One. And as always, we send our blessings onto Mother Earth and to all life forms as we stand with the Ascension Flame holding the torch for this planet and all life to return back to oneness in which it was originally created. We stand dedicated and empowered and strengthened. In this we thank thee and thank you.